David Bratton, that's excretia.
Cuppa?
Anything. Anything to take away the humiliation.
What's up? Your holiday snaps turned up on Beadle.
Melanie Fishman. Would you believe that bitch? Some big noise from Oxfam came to visit her personally. Look! Even wheedled her picture into the newspapers. Top charity fundraiser in Essex. Well, what about me? All last week I was out collecting for the homeless. Those poor people who live in tiny cardboard boxes.
That's right. You harass Safeways for some bigger boxes.
So, every little bit helps.
Yeah, I suppose living in a bigger box you can always invite people round.
Homelessness is no joking matter, Tracy. That is 80s callousness. It really dates you. Just like Melanie Fishman.
Oh, that's right. It's the caring 90s now.
Yes, and I care more than she does. And have you read all this ridiculous hype? If she slapped herself on her back anymore, she'd loosen her silicone implants. But she chooses the moment to announce that she will sponsor a hostel for the homeless in Whitechapel, hopes to bring relief to those less fortunate. Ha! Melanie Fishman knows nothing about relief. Ask her husband. Well, I'll show that spotlight-seeking poseur. I'll sponsor 2 hostels. I'll give the best relief in the East End.
You have a bit of competition there, Dor.
Cuppa? No, thanks.
Another good day at North London's premier health hazard?
No, thank you very much.
What is it, Shal?
There's been a death, Trace.
A death?
Well, let's face it was only a matter of time, wasn't it? Sell-by dates are there for a reason, you know.
Really? Has anyone checked yours recently? Bad news, Trace. Mrs. Theodopoulos is dead.
But that's you, Shal.
No. Horrible old fat Mrs. Theodopoulos.
Yes, Tracy's right, that's you.
Isn't it a shame how it's always the wrong people that drop dead? Chris's mum, Trace. Chris's mum's died.
That's terrible.
Tony the plumber came by the cafe. He reckoned the family's completely caved in. Everyone's sitting around, weeping and wailing, worrying about the funeral. All the old ones wanting to go with her.
Oh, I'm sorry. This conversation is getting really depressing.
Only because we ain't talking about you.
Yes, well, I must stay cheerful. I have to uplift the downtrodden. That's if I can get to them before Melanie Fishman. Oh, don't get too down, you two. Death comes to us all. Who are we to question? Life must go on, and that sort of thing. Ciao.
Of course, you realise what this means, don't you? The tow rag's going to be up for compassionate leave.
Of course. They'll have to let him out for the funeral. And they let him out without an escort these days. I wonder if they'll let Darryl out with him.
To give Chris some support, you mean?
Yeah.
To be a shoulder to cry on at the graveside?
Yeah.
To come home here and bonk you silly? Forget it, Trace. It's just nearest and dearest, isn't it? Chris is her nearest. Mind you, with all the fines and the court costs, he's probably her dearest and all.
Well, at least you'll have your husband home.
I don't want him home, do I?
It'll only be for one night, maybe 2.
The thought of 2 nights with him, I'd rather jump in the hole with his mum.
Oh, you can always doss down in there.
Oh, you are joking. We take our eyes off him for a minute, he'll leg it. No, I'll have to have him in the room with me.
You can't just lie awake all night watching him.
You're right. We'll lock him in the meter cupboard.
Have you got to sort out the funeral?
No. Tony's been brilliant, running about, doing everything. But you know how useless Chris's lot are. So I said to him, Tone, you know, anything I can do.
Same goes, Shal. Look, I only met her once, and the rest of the family, well, there's hundreds of them. But family's family, and what's yours is mine. So if there's anything I can do, anything at all, just say.
That's really nice of you, Trace. Really glad you said that. Because I said they could all come back here after the funeral.
You've done what? What, all of them? You volunteered my house to a load of strangers. But there'll be hundreds of them all weeping and wailing. I don't want that. I don't even know them.
Just give me the date and the time, Auntie Shell. That's all I ask. Don't want to take up any valuable weeping space.
It's like you said, Trace. Family's family. Just think of them as the Greek tragedy branch.
You might have consulted me first.
I couldn't, could I? Only asked me tonight.
Well, what about the cafe? Why can't you all go there?
Oh, do me a favour. Have you seen the state of it lately? The old girl deserves better than that. And you did say anything you can do. So, can you do for about 30? You know, just drinks and nibbles.
Life is short, you know. Death comes to us all. Life goes on. It's all part of the mysterious pattern. And,
What?
I don't know, I've run out of cliches. Well, it's one of those times, isn't it? You know, when you know there's something important to say, so you just keep on talking, hoping that the right thing will come out eventually. It's one of those times.
When you wish everyone would just belt up.
Cry if you want to.
Hey?
It's all right. I'll understand. It's one of those times. You're allowed to cry when your mum died. You try it any other time and I'll beat the crap out of you. That's all right now. One of those times. Go on then, cry.
Well, I can't just cry like that, can I?
You want something to bring on the tears, you mean? Right, I'll give you a Chinese bird.
Get off!
Look, I'm only trying to help you. You need to get it out of you.
Don't! It's truth! Oh, look, I know how I feel. There's no point in saying it. Won't change anything. It's truth. Well, you don't understand. I mean, your mum... Well, my mum. See, in my head, she was always there. Now she ain't. It's always like that. You know, when everybody and his brothers told you where to stick it, there's nowhere you ain't been slung out of, you can't face a living soul. Even when you're smelling of sewage and dead fish, you can still go home to your mum. She'll say all the things she's been saying since you was a kid.
Yeah. Like, when are you going to grow up? You crying yet?
No! Leave it out, will ya? Oh, that's my business. You know the worst thing about all this? It's compassionate leave. Some geezers get 3 days for a funeral.
Yeah, but like the governor says, leave must reflect the level of trust in a prisoner, you know, based on his character and his values.
Right. Well, so why are they only giving me 24 hours? 24 hours? I mean, that's not even a day, Dal. But you take away the time. Take away the time travelling there and back, right? Doing all that stuff at the end. Well, something to eat and a kip. Well, might be time for other things.
What other things?
The Flamingo Club. Hey, Takis Wine Bar. The Blue Note and all the other places. Freedom, Dal. 24 hours of it, hey? Nah, what would you do? Listen, once I'm out of here, it's down the Oasis, hey? Leon's place, Le Chat Noir. Hey, Theo's bar. Oh, what's that?
Nothing. I just felt like a bit of a cry.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those times, isn't it?
Oh, come on, Shal, suggest something. I don't know nothing about Greek food, especially the bits and pieces.
Hello, Trace, all right? Listen, Shal, can't stop. I'm on my way for the flowers. I'll pick you up in the morning round the house, OK? We'll go round, collect Chris, and then go straight to the cemetery. Unless, of course, there's somewhere else you'd like to take him first.
The abattoir?
Nothing like true love, is there?
You're right. This is nothing like true love. Tone, any hints on the catering? Tracy's having trouble with the Greek nibbles.
I'm all right, I'll manage.
Tracy, don't even think about it, darling. Phone Leon's wife. She does all the buffet stuff. And one of Theo's girls. They're all coming over anyway. They'll be only too glad to sort you out. You're supplying a nice place. You've got enough trouble.
Oh, it's no trouble. After all, family's family.
Oi!
Sharon.
Walder Theodopolopoulos to you. Get in.
Καλώς ήρθατε, κουμπάρε.
Ευχαριστώ.
Terrace Malata.
Done the salad. I'm off.
What's that?
It's not a Greek salad. It's a Chigwell salad.
What's a Chigwell salad like?
Same as any other. Just thinks it's different.
Oh, bloody heart. And don't keep scoffing them. Leon's wife's going to wonder why the hell she bothered.
These little spinach things are brilliant. I wonder what they're called. How did she get a phyllo pastry to go like that?
Well, you can ask her yourself in a minute. She won't be long.
Yeah. Yeah, I might actually.
Tracy, does this look appropriate? Be honest.
I don't know the form at a Greek funeral, Dor. Not sure how much cleavage you're supposed to flash.
I was going through that wardrobe for ages, looking for something that said funeral.
I see. And all you could find was something that said heart attack. I didn't really expect you to come.
What? Miss an opportunity like this? You must be joking. This'll be one in the eye for Melanie Fishman. She's all collecting boxes at arm's length. She wouldn't recognise a real homeless person if she ran over one in her Merc. No, the only suffering she ever sees is on the news. Then it has to be news at 10 so she can have a lie down in the commercial break. So, this afternoon, she will be in the precinct rattling her can, while I will be here amidst genuine ethnic tragedy. Will she be sick?
Well, how will she know?
Because I'm very bad at keeping secrets. In fact, I gave her this number. She will ring, wondering where I am. I will answer the phone, surrounded by grief and tears, and say, sorry, Melanie, the Greek Cypriot community need me here. Just wait till that gets round the tennis club. Game, set and match, I think.
Blimey, Dorian. That should cheer everybody up. Look, stop worrying. We've got loads of stuff. But there's more stuffed olives here than there are in Greece.
I wonder if we should have some music. Something suitable for a funeral. Shame we lost that Leonard Cohen.
Now, there are some in the kitchen in case they hit the ouzo early, and 2 more by the front door in case anyone breaks down on arrival.
Here come the first wave.
You must be devastated. Have a tissue. You must be devastated. Have a tissue.
How'd it go?
Oh, wonderful. Right, I'll rave up. Sort of Mardi Gras meets acid house. How do you think it went? It went like a funeral.
All right. How was Chris?
The life and soul of the graveyard. Moaned all the way from Banstead, and all the time we were stood waiting. He was lucky he didn't get buried with her. Stuck him in Theo's car on the way back.
Here, Shal. I thought you said Chris was with Theo.
He was?
Yeah, well, he ain't now.
What? Don't yell at me. It's not my fault. He came over all tearful, said he had to be with his dear wife.
And you actually believe that?
Oh, come on, Theo. You know they ate each other's guts.
Well, maybe he came back in someone else's car.
Yeah, maybe in Leon's car, or Andreas's.
Forget it. He's legged it.
Oh, my God.
Chris has gone. I knew it. I said he would.
More loss. How much can we take? Have a tissue.
You've got to find him, Shal. If he ain't back at Idan on time, he's going to lose all his chances of parole.
Yeah, that's right. And then he'll have to do his full stretch. Well, we don't want that, do we?
No, of course not.
Right. Theo, you stay here. If he turns up, grab him. And this time, keep hold of him. Come on, we'll go and check out all his old haunts, eh? We'll go in my van.
Look after the bubbles, will you, Trace?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dallin Trace. Please make yourselves at home. The loo's in the hall, the food's over here, and the drink's in the kitchen.
And the tissues are right here. OK, feel free to express yourselves.
Here, who's your friend?
Dorian, feel free to express yourself.
No joy?
Nah. He was in the Oasis about an hour ago, and then they slung him out.
Well, he's not landed up in Leon's place or the Parthenon.
Chin up, we'll try Camden, eh?
Hey, Gary.
Garth.
No, I don't like that. Gary. Hey, listen. This Dorian character, is she, you know, I mean, does she put it about?
If she could mail order it, she would. Haven't you ever heard of Dorian Gray? You mean you've never read about her in some gent somewhere?
Thanks for sorting the food out for me. I wouldn't have known what to give him. My Garthy cooks, but his moussaca's nothing to write home about, especially if home's in Greece. A man who cooks? How old is he? 19. A young man who cooks? Fascinating. Oh, it's all right, I'm no Dorian Green.
You've heard about Dorian?
Oh, my husband told me about her. He says you read about her somewhere.
He's in the kitchen if you wouldn't mind having a chat with him about your pastries.
Oh, right.
Tracy, are you sure these people are Greek? I mean, I haven't heard a wail out of any of them since they arrived. Are they supposed to beat their chests and rend their clothing?
Not in my house, they're not. Well, just go and circulate, will ya?
I've come to express myself.
I'm sorry, Shal, but they're all the dimes I know. We can go back to Haringey and try all the snooker rolls. Well, unless you fancy trying Kilburn.
Leave it out, Tony. If he'd have gone to Kilburn, he'd be halfway to Dublin by now, practising his Terry Wogan accent.
Oh, well, I suppose we better get you home.
Somewhere in this seething city, there's a rat-ass little bubble taking up valuable space in the gutter. And if I get my hands on him, I'll take one of them iron railings and I'll shove it so hard he'll look like a lamb kebab.
Attention, everybody. I'm gonna make a speech.
Oh, God, there's always somebody.
First, we've got to thank Tracy for her hospitality and for giving us a lovely place to remember Auntie Paula. Somewhere we could gather and share our grief.
That was grief? Half a box of tissues between 20 people have had more tragic head colds.
But my best memories of Auntie Paula are years ago, when she was young. She loved to dance. That's how I want to remember her. And I think that's how she would like to be remembered. Not as an old lady, way down with problems, but a smiling lady who loved to dance. So, turn off that music and let's have one last dance with Auntie Paula.
Oh, that taste. Surely does this tragedy mean nothing to any of you?
Έλα, Ρόβα. Έλα. Να σου θείο.
Oh, my God, he thinks he's Zorba. For me, I think I'll take it in the kitchen. Hello? Melanie! Where was I? Where I was needed, Melanie. Where I was needed. A Greek Cypriot funeral in the neighbourhood. Spent an absolute fortune on tissues. Oh, the weeping and the wailing and the what? The music. Traditional, my dear. Traditional. Get your filthy hands off me. The undertaker, Melanie. He's been out digging. And turn that stupid music down. You heard nothing of the sort. Melanie? Melanie!
Game, set and match, I don't think.
Hold it, hold it!
Oh.
Bingo. Typical, isn't it? You've only been out 12 hours and already you've done a break-in.
Ah, they can't do you for breaking into your own place, though, can they?
No, but I can do you for breaking my door. Look at you. Like Keith Floyd on meths.
Have you any idea how much grief you've caused everyone?
Tony! Hey! Tony! Here, You're a breakfast man. Sit down, I'll make you breakfast. Come on.
You couldn't do him breakfast if all he wanted was toast.
You do realise that we have dredged half of North London looking for you?
And we do mean dredged. We have been in some of the poxiest, sweatiest, ouzo-stained flea pits ever dreamed up.
Oh. Did you enjoy yourselves?
No, we bloody didn't!
No, neither did I. It's all changed, Tone. God, drug dealers and girls on the game. Blatant, Tone, blatant. It was never like that. It was always discreet. You know, you had to ask the barman.
Yeah, I know. All the rules have changed.
Well, it was horrible. You know, I came out from the Paper Moon, you know, just round the corner from Mum's. I found myself going home. Till I realised she weren't there no more. Suddenly, I had nothing. And nowhere to go. Except this place. This is all I got. Sad, innit?
Worse, actually. Half of this is all you've got.
This is it. This place. It's the business. Hey. It is. It is the business.
Look, I hate to interrupt the origami session with a pita bread, but if you ain't back inside within 8 hours, you won't see this business this side of 1998.
Nick, you think I'm going back there? You're joking. I'm out now. I'm free. Hey, like an eagle.
You mean a budgie with pretensions?
Chris, you are still a prisoner.
No, I'm not. Listen, while I'm stood behind this counter, I'm still a free man, eh? I can make tea. I can make sandwiches.
No, you can't. That's not tea, it's coffee. If that's a sandwich, I'm Michelle Pfeiffer.
Chris, listen to me, mate. Look, you've got to go back. You've got no choice.
I've got choice. That's what freedom is, Tone, eh? Having choice. So long as I've got choice, I'm staying right here and there's nothing you can do about it.
OK, Shal.
OK, Tone.
OK, Chris.
OK, Tone.
Good. Chin up, then. Oh! Sorry about that, Shal.
That's all right, Tone. All you did was jump the queue.
Shal, you sure this is kosher? It's only 4:30 in the morning.
Just means we got back 6 hours early. What a good boy.
Where am I?
Home.
I love you, Shal.
So how come you got back early? Well, come on, give. How was it? How did the funeral go? Who turned up? Did you get back to my place? What's it like? Well, come on. I've been sitting here waiting to get all the news firsthand. Did you make it to the Flamingo? What about the Oasis? What's it all like now?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know what I don't know. All I do know is...
What?
I can't remember a bloody thing. And I got 3 loose teeth.
Did you find him?
Afraid so.
Why, he's all right, isn't he?
Afraid so. Found the lock and key, anyway.
Look, Auntie Shal. A clubber.
It's a woolly hat, isn't it?
Got the secret off Marina. We're doing stuff vine leaves later, so we can have a Greek night tonight.
I don't think I can face another one.
Oh, you'll feel better after a cuppa.
Look after him for me, Mum.
Don't ever invite me to another Greek funeral.
You weren't invited to the last one.
As far as half the tennis club are concerned, I ducked out of a charity fundraiser in order to put myself about at a drunken Hellenic orgy. Can you believe that?
Yeah? Where was that?
Here, yesterday.
Yeah? While I was at the funeral.
I'm talking about the funeral.
I always miss the best bits.
I should have known there were no brownie points to be had around you two. Melanie Fishman is having an absolute field day. It'll take a personal trip to Ethiopia to salvage this. Or a sponsored run. No, Ethiopia. But if you don't mind, I'll take these. Somewhere we are needed.
Try the coal clinic. Oh, God, I'm knackered.
Go and sit down. I'll bring you for a cup of tea. It's a pity you missed it, Shell. They was really nice people. Ever so warm and appreciative. By the end of the evening, I'd got 2 invites for dinner, the use of a villa on Mykonos, and a discount card to that butcher's up Kentish Town Road. I'm sorry I was so mean about it. I won't be next time. Greek people are really great to be around. They give you a lift, don't they? Sort of give you energy. But then I'm not married to one.
What'll I do when you are far away and I am blue? What'll I do
When I'm alone